Hey guys, it's Sylvie with my silly little gang, and today I'm bringing you the Maxx Elite Temp Smart Digital Warmer and Sterilizer. And I have not opened it, so I wanted us to open it together and take a look. Now, there are wonderful features with this that I'm sure you're going to love as much as I do. So let's take a look. As you can see, it comes pretty well packaged. And let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to put the box to a side. Okay, so let me untangle the cord here. And it's not tangled, it's just tied up. I'm sorry. But let me unhook that so I can have it ready. And let me show you what it brings. Now, it brings in this little baggie. Let's go ahead and cut it open. Alright, so it brings the little lid that fits on both the measuring cup and the unit itself. It brings the little measuring cup, and I don't know if you can see the little lines there. And I'll talk about why we need all this in a second. I just want to show you what it brings. And then we have the unit itself. The Maxx Elite Temp unit. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And it does bring a little like strainer type thing. And that's the heat plate on the inside, if you can see. So the little strainer goes in there, and it's just basically to serve as a guard, I guess, so that pieces, whatever you place in here, will not touch that hot plate at the bottom. But I want to show you how well the little lid fits on here. You see? And then to put everything away, you could always keep it like that, so that you keep the unit nice and sterile. So I told you that there were special features that I love about this. And for starters, it's a bottle warmer or food warmer, because you can put in the baby food as well as your bottles in here, and it'll bring it up to the temperature that you'd like. And now let me just plug it in real quick, because I'm not going to keep it on for a long time. I won't need to add water, but obviously if you're going to have it on for more than a minute, which you will because you'll be using it to either warm or sterilize, we do recommend that you fill it using your measuring cup with the water. So let me just plug it in, because I do want you guys to see that awesome display in action. Alright guys, so as you can tell, the unit is now on. And I want to show you, it has the power button there. But if you turn it on, it'll go to 40 degrees, which is about your room temperature. Do it again at 65 degrees, 80, and 99 is what you're going to use to sterilize your bottles and your nipples and all that. Binkies, whatnot for your baby. So the unit itself does stay cool to the touch. So there's no problem on that. But we do recommend that you have it somewhere where no one's going to come by and, you know, pull on the cord or move the cord and have this fall over, because you do want your kids and pets to remain safe, because the water in here does get hot, especially if you're going to be sterilizing it, which especially if you're going to be sterilizing items, because then the water in here will be 99 degrees. So yeah, so it's very easy. As you can tell, when you turn it on, you can set your desired temperature. Let me show you that again. Turn it on to 40, 65, 80, and 99 to sterilize. The 5th time we'll just turn it right off. And you can also plus and minus on here. Now, I told you I was going to talk about awesome features. I just showed you how you're going to work your temperatures to warm up your food and your bottles. Did you know that also if there's a bottle that is hot, or a food that is hot, and you want to bring it down in temperature, you can also do that as well. So if you have something that... Okay, so I was telling you that you could always bring... You can also bring your bottles and your baby food down temperature. So if you have something that is overheated, or let's say you warmed a bottle, I know, like, let's say you warmed a bottle over the temperature you were going to need, so that by the time that you were going to feed it, it would be at the temperature, and then you go to test it out and it's not, it's still too hot. Well, what you would do is you would obviously fill this with water, put in your bottle or your food, and then you would turn it on, and let's say it's 65. You could bring it down, you see? You could bring it down to whatever temperature you need it at. Let's say you wanted it at 50. And then what that's going to do is it'll come up with 2 little H's on the display. And basically what that means is that it's a higher temp than the one that you wanted. And it will remain, the 2 H's will remain on the display until your food reaches the temperature that you requested, and then it'll beep for you to know. So that's another super cool feature that this has. Another feature that is also amazing and a lifesaver is the timer feature. So this does have a timer, and basically what you do is, again, you fill it, you put in your bottle, and you turn it up. And let me show you. So this is the advanced timers feature, and this is great because this is great for those night feedings. You know how babies eat every 2 to 3 hours. You want that bottle to be ready to avoid all the fussiness, all the crying, and then obviously to get you back into bed quicker. So the way that's going to work is you're going to fill this up with water and then put in your bottle. Then you're going to turn it on, and you see, let's turn it on to 65. Now when that goes back to 0, if you press it, see that's half an hour, 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and 3 hours. And that goes up to, actually, you can do it up to 9.5 hours in advance. And what you do is you would leave it for the desired amount of hours and just leave it on your counter. And let's say your baby oversleeps, you don't have to worry about that. So let's say I placed it for 2.5 hours, but the baby slept for 3 hours. Well, when I go to get the baby's bottle in 3 hours, the bottle's going to be at the temperature I need, because what this does is it keeps that bottle at the temperature that I requested even after those 2.5 hours. And it actually, the only time that it'll stop doing that is if should the water evaporate, which you know it's going to be a little bit of time. Obviously, you're not going to set this up for the full amount of time that we saw on there. But yeah, so you know that it's going to take a while for the water to evaporate. So if the baby oversleeps, so I set it for 2.5 hours, the baby overslept, 3 hours, 4 hours, it should still be fine and it will still be at that temperature. The unit itself will keep the water at the desired temperature until the water evaporates, and then the unit will turn off just for safety and precautionary methods. Okay, the final and no less important, mind you, feature that this awesome Temp from Maxx Elite has is the sterilizing feature. So for the sterilizing feature, again, you want to fill it with the appropriate amount of water, but this time you're going to use distilled water. And so you're going to go ahead and pour that in there. I'm not pouring it, I'm just showing you. But you would pour that in there. Now you can put up to like 2 nipples if you wanted, 2 or 3 nipples, depending on the nipples of the bottles that you use. So depending on the sizes of the nipples that you use, that's what you could fit in here. But honestly, like, this is a pretty good size. So what you would do is you would put those in there, and then you would put the little cover on it, and you would just set up, you would, set it up to 99, and then it'll be all set. You let it go, and after 15 minutes, it'll beep, and your nipples will be sterilized. When you go ahead and remove the nipples, when you open the lid, you want to be careful and open it away from you so that the steam that's coming up, because obviously the water is 99 degrees, so the steam that's coming up won't hit you in the face and cause a burn. You also want to be careful when you remove the nipples because they will be hot. Now, to do your bottles, all you would have to do is place your bottle in upside down. So the opening of the bottle is in the bottom chamber, is in the bottom of the chamber of the unit. And you'll do it upside down. And again, you'll set it up for the 99 degrees. And after 15 minutes, it'll beep and your bottle will be sterilized and ready to use. You will not need the lid for that because obviously the bottle is going to be a little bit higher, so you won't need that. Again, when you go to remove the bottle, be very careful when you hold the bottle because the bottle itself will be hot. And I've noticed that the water, when it sterilizes, it does go into the bottle. So what you want to do is you want to kind of shake a little bit gently so that it falls back into the chamber of the unit. And not drip out when you pull the water out and, God forbid, burn you. So this is an adorable machine. It doesn't take up much space, as you can see. It's very small. Let me just show you. Like, that's how my hand fits against the bottom. So it is small. It doesn't take up a lot of room, but it is perfect for what us moms need it for. It gives us the great features of being able to heat it up to different temperatures. It gives us the great feature of preheating and having the baby's food and milk be ready for us for when the baby needs it. It gives us the amazing feature of sterilization. So this is the best digital warmer and sterilizer that I have come across. That I have used or owned. So I highly, highly recommend it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave those down in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. You guys know that I am here for you guys. So please thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share my videos. I appreciate everything you do to help my channel grow. If this is a video that you know that someone will benefit from, share it with them. And I really, really appreciate that. So this again was the Maxx Elite Luxury Baby Care Smart Digital Warmer and Sterilizer. Thanks again for watching and tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Bye!